Hunted Mob in the building. You already know what it is with me, Camel Throat. We want to talk about Lil Frank, straight up Milwaukee artist, nigga, straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna use him for an intro for my haters. You know what I'm saying? Cause we all know that this your favorite rapper. You know what I'm saying? This who you look up to. You know what I'm saying? This who you always wanted to be like. You know what I'm saying? But then when I look him up to try to use him for an intro, you see what I'm saying? What pops up is, dude done got 40-piece nugget. And I ain't talking about from McDonald's. I'm talking about he got a 40-year sentence. It went crazy on him. So we're going to let y'all hear at the end of this video how it went, man, and what happened and all of that, man. But we got to speak on this, man. We know him for, going viral, for having that chain on, you know what I'm saying? You know the charm that you're looking at, the Lil Frank chain, you know what I'm saying? Look like it's all aluminum, man. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. He repping Milwaukee. You know what I mean? A lot of people from Milwaukee that's in the streets, they don't claim him. You know what I'm saying? He was a different guy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say that he was a zest monster. You see what I'm saying? They were doing a lot of zest things. You know what I mean? Then a lot of people say that he had good music. You know what I'm saying? That he could really rap. Not that he had good music, that under that he could really rap. You know what I'm saying? Now, the thing is this with me, man. Y'all gonna hear what happened, you know what I'm saying? But he actually, you know what I mean, got for, you know what I mean, taking a few people up out of here, bro. And like I said, it shouldn't have been like that, you know what I'm saying? This is how we gotta watch how we drive, you know what I'm saying? All you people up on the, streets and all that with the road raging and all of that, man, you ain't gonna do nothing, man. Drive your distance, keep distance in between vehicles, and follow all safety precautions, nigga. Straight up and down, you need to be driving all crazy anyway, man. Especially where I'm at anyway, man. It's like this with me. Y'all could look at his situation and people can learn from this, man. All jokes aside, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, we may joke, we may laugh, we may play, but at the end of the day, man, real talk is real talk. And real talk is knowing when, you know what I'm saying, calm yourself down, man, up on the road, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because not only did he do that, but, you know what I'm saying, he tried to, flee the scene. And they got him on camera and everything. So it's like, bro, they gave him a 40-piece McDonald's nugget, bro. No sauce. You know what I'm saying? No drink. You know what I'm saying? That mean no parole now. You know what I'm saying? That means guess what? You know what I'm saying? You're dry out here, bro. So like I said, man, I'm gonna let y'all hear what went on, man. And like I said, this could have been prevented. It looked like he had a promising career. I mean, as far as how hard he was going, posting content and going viral, whether it was for the wrong things, whether it was for, people saying he was sus or not. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he set his mark for Milwaukee when it wasn't too many artists trying to set any marks for Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? And there's plenty of them out there. I don't want y'all to take no offense, but Lil Frank was the one that stood out, whether it was for wrong or whether it was for right, man. He was a dedicated artist. He was getting booked for shows and stuff like that, but this is the outcome to certain mistakes you make.
Trial of a man accused of killing a pregnant woman in a crash while fleeing police. 32-year-old Erin Mogensen died when a vehicle T-boned her car at 100th and Capitol in Wauwatosa last November. Police arrested 20-year-old Frank Mosley. A crash expert took the stand today saying the vehicle was going nearly 70 miles per hour at the time of the impact.
So 1 second before impact, the BMW is traveling 78 miles per hour. No accelerator and the brakes on, is that the driver is applying the brakes with such force that the anti-lock brake system is kicked in now.
If convicted, Mosley could face more than 100 years.
Versus Frank Mosley.
The now 21-year-old Mosley is now standing trial, charged with 2 counts of first-degree reckless homicide and hit and run involving death. In his opening statement, the prosecutor said there's no doubt it was Mosley behind the wheel, even though he ran trying to get away with it.
As he ran through that red light, because he was trying to get away from the police who were pulling him over, and that he just got out of the car, didn't even check on the victim, just ran, tried to get away.
And when this trial has concluded, I will address you again. And we'll talk about the things that just do not fit and the things that just...
As to count 1, the court orders this is consecutive to the current revocation, 20 years of initial confinement and 5 years of extended supervision. That is to be followed by count 2, which is consecutive, 20 years of initial confinement and 5 years of extended supervision. Counts 3 and 4, which both also involve the death of Mrs. Mogensen. For counts 3 and 4, these counts are to be served concurrent with count 1. The court orders a total of 5 years of initial confinement and 5 years of extended supervision. That's on count 3. Concurrent with count 1. On count 4, the court orders 4 years of initial confinement and 4 years of extended supervision. Also concurrent with count 1, again, those 2 counts relate to the death of Mrs. Mogensen. That is the court's sentence. Sir, the court is granting credit for 57 days time served.